So if you're sponsoring a child, you've probably had this exact thought. You sit down to write a letter and you just wonder, how can I make this more than just words on a page? Because we know it's not just about sending mail, it's about building a real, genuine connection.
Right? That's the big question. How do you actually do that? How do you turn a simple letter into a bridge that connects two very different worlds and helps build a truly supportive relationship? Well, today, we're going to dive into exactly how to make that happen.
Yeah, at its core, this whole thing is about building a bridge. Just think of your communication as the actual blueprint for a relationship that can genuinely change a child's life. Every single word you write is like another brick in that foundation.
And the impact here, it's huge. This goes so far beyond just making a child smile. When you communicate thoughtfully, you're fostering trust, you're supporting their emotional growth, and you're helping them build their own sense of identity and self-esteem. The way we communicate really, really matters.
Okay, so what's the very first step in building this bridge? It all starts with something called cultural awareness. Before you even write a single word, it's about getting into the right mindset. Let's dig into what that actually means. Now, cultural awareness sounds kind of academic, but it's not about becoming an expert on another country overnight. It's simply about recognizing that your sponsored child's world might have different rules, different values, and different ways of communicating. It's a shift from judgment to just appreciation, for both our differences and all the things we have in common. And this isn't just a nice idea. There's real weight behind it. This quote from Southwest Human Development connects culture directly to a child's well-being. It's a great reminder that respecting a child's culture is absolutely vital for their identity and self-esteem. It's a powerful way to show them that you value who they are. But let's be real, it's not always a perfectly smooth path. The language barrier is the most obvious hurdle, sure, but the challenges can go a lot deeper. You might run into different communication styles, different social norms about family or respect, things like that. Just knowing these hurdles exist is the first step to getting over them.
All right, now for the fun part, the practical stuff. Let's build your communication toolkit. These are actual, actionable techniques you can start using in your very next letter to forge that connection.
We can pretty much boil down all the do's to these 3 key steps. First, use simple and clear language. Second, ask open-ended questions. And third, always personalize your messages. Simple, right?
And that first point about simple language, it's so much more important than you might think. This quote from Child Fund really nails why. Remember, your letter often has to be translated. Using simple words and short sentences isn't dumbing it down. It's making sure your true warmth and meaning actually get through.
And that third step, personalization, honestly, this is where the magic happens. When you remember the name of their pet or you ask how their big test went, you're sending such a powerful message. You're saying, I see you, I hear you, you matter to me. Okay, so we've covered what to do. Now let's flip that coin and talk about a few things to maybe steer clear of. This part is all about navigating those potential pitfalls, the things that can accidentally create distance instead of connection. The key here is to always lead with curiosity, not comparison.
This is such a perfect example of what I mean. It really shows the difference between opening a door and closing one, doesn't it? A respectful question invites a child to share their world with you, but an insensitive assumption, it just shuts them out.
And, that same idea applies when you share about your own life. You can either offer a hand or build a wall. Sharing your love for mystery books and asking what they like to read, that's offering a hand. Telling them that everyone should read every night, that's building a wall. See the difference? And finally, there are just a few topics that, it's probably best to handle them with extra care or maybe avoid them altogether. Things like politics, specific religious views, local conflicts, or family money can put a child in a really uncomfortable spot. The goal is always to create a safe, uplifting space for them, not a source of stress. So what happens when you put all of this into practice? Well, you build that lasting bridge we talked about at the very beginning. The result is a truly meaningful, two-way connection that goes beyond just a sponsorship. So let's do a quick recap of our bridge building plan. 1. Keep it simple. 2. Show you're genuinely interested in their world. 3. Steer clear of sensitive topics. 4. Share your own life but do it thoughtfully. And 5. Personalize every single message. And just remember, this isn't a one-way street. The benefits of this connection flow both ways. For the child, it's this incredible affirmation of their worth, and for you, it's a window into another culture and a chance to get a deeper appreciation for our shared humanity. It's a win-win.
So, as we wrap up, I want you to remember this. Your next letter is so much more than just words on a page. It's an opportunity. It's a tool. It's a blueprint. The only question left is, what kind of bridge are you going to build?